KP in the news. That's right, folks. It's KP in the news, and I'm back with part twos. That's right. I decided to do a part two on this the story for the ladies here, and ladies, this is for you here. Black and Latina mothers face higher rates of severe maternal morbidity, and within the same New York hospital, Black and Latina women are at higher risk for severe maternal morbidity than white women, according to the study published online. And wow, Elizabeth Howell, MD, from the Icahn School of Medicine at Mount Sinai in New York City, and colleagues using linked New York City discharge and birth certificate data sets to examine within hospital Black, white, Latina, white, and Medicaid commercially insured differences in severe maternal morbidity. The research found that severe maternal morbidity was higher among Black and Latina women versus white women, 4.2 and 2.9% respectively versus 1.5%. There was also a difference between women insured by Medicaid versus those commercially insured, 2.8 versus 2.0. However, women insured by Medicaid versus those with commercial insurance had a similar risk for severe maternal morbidity within the same hospital in conditional longitudinal analysis. The investigators also found that compared with white women, Black and Latina women had a higher risk for severe maternal morbidity. Adjusted odd ratios 1.52 and 1.48 respectively, while women insured by Medicaid had a similar risk to those who are commercially insured. And this, that's a real statistic. And I've been, this is my op-ed, my opinion here. I've been talking about this for a long time, about the morbidity, and I know that my brother, when his daughter was born, he made sure that he she wasn't born in he went all the way to Chinatown, a hospital in Chinatown, to make sure that the kid would have a chance to be born. And a lot of people don't even think about that, man. It's like, and I was trying to figure out, I'm like, man, why you going all the way on the other side of town for this? He said, hey, man, it's just some hospitals you just can't trust to, they're basically, killing these babies on purpose. And that started me thinking. I'm like, wow, is that a real thing? And so now, they're doing these studies on here, and it's like, it's always the same answer they give you. However, if you go through any minority community, you'll discover that they have 10 times more abortion clinics in minority communities than they do in white communities. And that's by design. That's by design. That's not like black people are requesting this. But see, when a black woman goes to the so-called prenatal care doctor, the first thing they do to her is suggest that she gets an abortion rather than giving her the real true prenatal care, like vitamins and exercise program and all that same stuff that they give the women on the other side of town. And so it's really weird, because it's like white women are taking fertility drugs. They having 4, 5, 6 babies at a time. But black women are aborting their babies. So we have to stop. That's something that we as a people must stop. We got to stop it. Got to put a stop to that whole abortion thing. And hey, even if you're saying, well, I can't afford to have a baby, well, put the baby up for adoption, but don't kill it, because you never know. That just might be the next Martin Luther King or the next person that might discover a cure for cancer. Think of it in those terms. That person might be the next black president. You know, might be the first female black president. Might be somebody that's going to save your life one day while you're on your deathbed. So let's get it together, folks. All right, here's the next story. That black women are less likely to survive uterine cancer. Uterine cancer rates are rising in the United States, particularly among black and Asian women, according to the new study that found black women are more likely to die of the disease. Researchers analyzed more than 120,000 cases of uterine cancer diagnosed in the United States between 2000 and 2011 and found the rates rose among all racial and ethnic groups, but rates increased the fastest at 2.5% a year among black and Asian women. Black women also had higher rates of aggressive uterine cancer than Asian, Hispanic, and white women, and death rates for aggressive uterine cancer are more than 1.5 times higher among black women than among white women. Death rates for aggressive uterine cancer were similar or lower among Asian and Hispanic women compared to white women. A 5-year analysis found that black women had poorer survival rates than white women at every stage of diagnosis. 5-year survival rates among Asian and Hispanic women were similar or higher compared to white women. The study was published August 18th in the Journal of Cancer Epidemiology, Biomarkers, and Prevention. The study author, Michelle Cote, said in a journal news release that the data suggests that differences in patients' outcomes persist even when the type of tumor and its stage at diagnosis and are accounted for. Cole is associate professor of oncology at the Barbara Ann Cancer Institute and Wayne State University Schools of Medicine in Detroit. It was somewhat surprising that uterine cancer survival disparity we identified was limited to non-Hispanic black women because many of their challenges previously linked to worse outcomes included low socioeconomic status, and high rates of obesity and diabetes are also experienced by Hispanic women, but that population did not have poor outcomes, she said. Coe said researchers are interested in investigating whether there are molecular differences in tumors for women and different races or ethnicities who are diagnosed at the same stage of the disease. So they have to do more studies on that one. And this is part 3 of that. And it's like TV category shape how black youth view black women. Black teens who watch more black-oriented television programs have stronger beliefs in the strong black woman. That idea that black women should be emotionally strong, independent, and self-sacrificing is according to University of Michigan law. Watching more mainstream television shows and more TV in general is not related to these teens' beliefs in black women as strong. Studies have shown that the media influences how teens view gender roles. These factors may be especially pronounced for black youth who consume media at higher rates than their white counterparts. In the current study, researchers examined how black teens' TV viewing predicted their endorsement of gender roles for women in mainstream shows and black-oriented programs. About 120 teens completed a survey that assessed their overall views of women, girls, as well as a separate scale assessing beliefs about strong black women. Participants reported the survey of hours they watched 17 predominantly white programs, including Family Guy and Gossip Girl, and 12 black shows that included Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and 106 in Park. The study showed that the number of daily hours spent watching TV is not related to how black teens view women including strong black women. Our findings were not consistent with conventional wisdom that the more people are exposed to television, the more they are likely to cultivate or adopt the predominant themes. When the participants viewed mainstream programs, they had lower endorsements of mainstream gender roles, especially for boys. The selection of mainstream showed in the survey, which included girls who challenged gender roles, Hannah Montana, for example, may have contributed to boys thinking differently about the opposite sex. Watching black-oriented shows was related to stronger endorsements of strong black women, the study indicated. Given the scarcity of black women on mainstream TV, it is likely that black youth draw from images of black popular culture to inform their beliefs about black women. But some progress has been made in recent years with strong black women on several mainstream programs. Notably, Scandal and How to Get Away with Murder feature black women in lead or prominent roles. In some of these shows, black women are leaders and exhibit many attributes that are consistent with the strong black women ideal, noting that teen viewership could develop positive endorsements of strong black women. So that's my show for the day. That's part 2 of the story show for the ladies. Ladies, KP Video News, doing it for you.